Welcome to Father Fridays. This one, it's a tough one.
I've tried, man. I've tried really, really hard to not touch on shit, to let it go, to be the bigger person, to be mature, to be something.
Hey family, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mcknight, and welcome to Viral Clips. It's a new segment out there, so we appreciate y'all for staying with us, rocking with us, and going ahead and getting the great content out there. If y'all don't know anything about me, man, Brian Mcknight was always one of my favorite artists out there. I listen to his music day in and day out. It helped me get through a whole lot of struggles, trials, and tribulations, lonely times growing up as a child and when I played professional football. But it's sad to see what's transpiring today, especially with his young children. I think he lost his son, Niko. So prayers out for him and his family in that time of need. Even though it was his estranged son, because he, I think, disowned his children out there. And we never know the situations going in. But I see his other son, Brian Mcknight Jr. Oh man, these kids are so talented. So I hate the hardships that he actually has to go through. Just imagine you raising boys that actually look like you, they're talented, they're blessed with your gifts, and you're not creating music and other things to actually together. For whatever reason, whether it's the mother, whether it's failed communication, but he does a thing, and I believe it's a good thing called fathers. It's something like y'all see it in this clip right here, but he actually does things about putting a spotlight on fathers out there, while at the same time he's doing the opposite when it comes to his estranged, the children that he moved on for whatever reason. Um, but I think it's time to make amends. You know, we're only getting older. We only have limited time on this place right now. But to see this young kid out there, especially the Niko one, he was all struggling, and it could have been mental health, but he tragically Niko lost his life based off of cancer out there. And it's just a sad thing. I think it's been a year. And I think Brian Mcknight just actually won an $8 million lawsuit. He's celebrating out there against his ex-wife for defamation, or whatever the case may be. And we never know the truth out there. But at the end of the day, we all have guidelines and rules and regulations we have to. But when you're frustrated, when you have a partner or ex-spouse who's separating themselves for the kids, or maybe you are the bridge between that gap. Maybe you are hindering that progression or from them to getting together. So it's not right or wrong on both parts, but we all have to unify. We all have to work together. That's why I wrote a book called Hold On. That's why I wrote my book called Unity Through Diversity. I believe in repentance. I believe in forgiveness. I believe in second chances. I believe in not judging others for whatever situation they may be going through. We all have trials and tribulations we go through. We're never going to do things all the way right. But we do wish Brian Mcknight the best. We wish his Brian Mcknight Jr. the best. And I just hope that he and pray that he continues to do his passion, man. He's talented. I'm going to do a couple clips like this in this video, and y'all going to see it. I'm going to talk while he's actually singing one of Brian Mcknight's songs. And this young man is so talented. He actually sounds just like his father. Let's go ahead and jump into these viral clips. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. That from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Niko again. Do not call Niko again. Leilani, if you are also checking these messages, that goes for you as well. I am very serious about this. I am very serious about this. Do not text him, period. Period. Please understand that. And Brian, you know me. You know me. And you know that I mean what I'm saying to you.
I've tried, man. I've tried really, really hard to not touch on shit, to let it go, to be the bigger person, to be mature, to be something. But the shit going on with my dad right now, man. If y'all aren't seeing what's happening, if y'all aren't seeing the fact that this is just a very hurt and a very emotionally unavailable and not intelligent person, the person that is still have not been able to handle the death of his own mother, the things that we're seeing him go through right now, to decide to make certain posts on my late brother's birthday. Say what you want, dog, but the gloves are off for me, just to keep it real. And and the thing about it is, it's like, I get it, man. You know, our parents, they're humans too. They've gone through things too. Whatever the grievances they have against each other, whatever. My issue is, though, man, you don't want me to start talking about the things that I had to deal with in my childhood, the things that I will take to my grave, the things that my brother took to his grave, that we could put out there, the things that we could say as a son, as a teenager, as a 15-year-old that my brother was when we started touring, the things that we went through together, the things that we actually saw, the things that we actually lived with and dealt with because our dad wasn't emotionally intelligent enough nor mature enough to actually be a father. You don't want that. And without even getting too deep, man, it's like to do it on my brother's late birthday, my baby brother's heavenly birthday, his first heavenly birthday. This is the post you decide to make? That's not petty? You don't think people are going to realize that that's ridiculous? And that it's obviously strategic? Who are you trying to hurt if it's not me and my mother and our family? Who are you trying to hurt? Who are you trying to hurt, man? Which has always been my issue. Which is why way back when that started all this, I made the post that I made because I knew that this was the only thing that would get you, man. Maybe that was my fault. I've taken accountability for it. But it's become obviously clear, and maybe not even just me, and I'm hoping to the masses that we're dealing with someone that has unchecked trauma that they're not dealing with. And to everybody else, man, you know, use us as an example for the fact that it's like, don't believe everything you see in the media either. There are multiple sides of a story. There are multiple sides of it. You know what I mean? Because you love this nigga's music, because you think you know this motherfucker, you don't. I do. My mama does. My dead bro, God rest his fucking soul, knows him. Who you gonna believe, man? This shit's stupid. It's petty. I hate it. I hate talking about it. I hate being a part of it. It's such a shame. We watched the Jonas Brothers and their families touring the world together. Should have been us. The problem was, my dad didn't want to do it. He just wanted to fuck bitches. So in closing, man, just to keep it real, this isn't the last time I'm going to talk about this, because I've realized that maybe it's time for me to start talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe it's time for me to start not airing shit out, but being vulnerable enough and open enough as someone that has lived an insane life. I'm going to start talking about these things, man. It's unfortunate that we're going through this with my father. It's unfortunate that y'all are watching my father and my mother duke it out publicly. But what I can assure you is, though, the truth will be revealed. You'll feel it. You'll know it to be true. If you actually have a heart, if you actually have a soul, and you at the very least try, you'll see the truth.
As y'all can see right there, Brian Mcknight Jr. voice is amazing. He sounds just like his dad, and he's actually doing a great job mimicking this song by his father, Brian Mcknight Sr. I just wish that they can make amends, man. They can be doing amazing music together. Will they actually sit down and talk and discuss the things of the past? Will Brian Mcknight even accept them back into their life? You know, as the father, this is heartbreaking. But I see this guy, he's making up for it with his own children. He's continuing the Brian Mcknight legacy with his own vocals out there, but he doesn't get the light like Brian Mcknight has, or the even the light as his other siblings out there. But y'all share your thoughts. Let me know what you think.
I just try to be as loving to each person as I can be, because apparently there's so much hurt going on, or was so much hurt going on, that a lot of things didn't get resolved. And again, I want to go back to Niko. I know that kid had a lot inside, a lot eating at him for a long, long, long time. That may have contributed to what happened with him. What I do know is he's out of pain now. And so I can rejoice in the fact that he no longer has to go through the chemo and the radiation and everything else. But I just want to uplift that young man and say we will see him again one day. I love you, Niko. Uncle Claude.
All right, family. As y'all can see right there, we have Brian Mcknight, father, out there. He's talking about the loss of his son, Niko. These clips right here, man, is actually heartbreaking, but I do believe that his story needs to be shared out there. Hopefully, it's not copywritten or they erase it. Like I said, these videos for entertainment and education purposes on it. No slander, no judgment. For my part on there, I just want to get the information out there because I am a Brian Mcknight fan. I know the situations out there, and I know it's two sides to every story. The children have a story, the wife has a story, Brian Mcknight has a story. But as a father myself, and I don't have the best relationship as my kid as I want to, but love, open doors, whatever the case is always there. I'm always do the best I can, and I'm always be there regardless of the relationship. But I'll never let my relationship, God willingly, get like that on my standpoint. I'm always keep the door over, and kids, like I said, you do your best. You teach them, you try to bring them up the best way, but ignoring my kids, talking bad about them, not giving them the opportunity. I don't care if they need money, whatever the case. If I get it, if drugs, something negativity is on there, but I'm always be there regardless. That's my kid. That's my seed. That's what I'm here to do. I mean, it's not about us. When we pass, you can't take nothing that you have with you. So I get a certain standpoint when Brian Mcknight celebrating because who knows how long him and his new wife been going through this. But these are your children. These are your family. You lost one son, so you can't erase it and you can't replace it by other kids out there. The life that you have put into this universe. They're talented. They still need you regardless of the fact. Yes, time. So I pray for healing for both of these individuals. I pray for healing for the granddaddy out there who's witnessed his son and his grandchildren going through this same altercations out there. But I'm happy that his granddad stepped up and started talking out. But let's go ahead and continue to these clips, man. I just had to jump in here real quick. Like I said, entertainment, educational purpose only. Let's go. All right, family. As you can see right here, we have Brian Mcknight Jr. out here singing amazing. He's doing a cover of his song. I think One Last Chance. And it's just amazing. This guy is so talented. Him and his brother are also talented. Or Niko before he passed, he said he was one of the best guitarists out there. And it's a sad thing to see when you have these. This could have been a whole family doing music together, bringing love, bringing life into other people out there. So we just pray that he continue to share his gift with the world. Share your thoughts and let me know what you think. Let's go. All right, family, as y'all can see right there, man. These young gentlemen right here from us, Brian Mcknight Jr. and Niko, all talented, and Brian Mcknight's dad. I don't know what he did in there, but genetics are one thing. I mean, we pray for this family. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Did you know anything about this information? Did you know the passing of Niko? Do you know anything about Brian Mcknight Jr. out there? What do you feel about the situation? Like I say, this is a judgment-free zone. I don't believe in censorship. I just wanted to give the opportunity out there for y'all to hear this story because Brian Mcknight is one of my favorite all-time singers out there. and I loved his music for a while. I don't know what the reason is. I know it changed up when he was going through his own mental health struggles and trials and tribulations. But I just pray that its unity will come forward with his children or the children he has left out there. And I just hope that he can bridge the gap out there. I know celebrating is one thing. I know you see your other child is suffering out there, especially with how you're portraying yourself on social media right now after winning a great case. I mean, you had the best attorney, maybe. Maybe the wife did something wrong, but this, I say, sit down is needed, especially in 2025. You see how the world is going, so we're about peace, love, and we come in peace. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And with that, I'm the voice of the voices. Let's go.
Subject things, or certainly family things. And I wanted to post this about Niko, about his legacy, about how amazing he is, and not about what some of you may have heard about, the family drama that has existed for quite some time in our family. I'm not here to discuss that or to talk about how that happened or why it happened. This is not the time or the place, but what I will say is, in any situation, there's always at least three sides to a story. There's my side, your side, and the truth. And the truth a lot of times is somewhere in between. So here's the thing. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard from all parties involved. And I try not to judge. This morning I found out that my nephew, Niko Mcknight, passed away. He'd been bravely battling cancer for the last 2 years or so. And I have a lot of feelings right now. I'm not going off a script or anything like that. I'm just going to be raw with how I'm feeling. Niko was one of those amazing kids who was quirky and curious and ridiculously talented. Amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, had a great eye, was a photographer. And just one of those kids that, at least in my estimation, was somebody you always wanted to be around. And so it really sucks that he's no longer with us. And I will also say, probably one of the reasons why I wasn't going to post about it is I post a lot of things, but I don't post a lot of really.
My brother is my favorite singer, songwriter, rapper, artist, period, of all time. Shout out to Niko. I mean, everything he does is amazing.
One of the baddest guitarists out there.
Oh, of all time. I mean, people really don't know how great of a musician Niko is, but they're going to find out that 11 years old, living with my dad, I was holding the family studio sessions at the crib where there'd be 10, 15 of us in there, either writing, I'd be producing, and we'd be singing. That was my life, man, being able to have all these different people around me to pull from, even for my stuff, either like, Mom, can you sing this harmony? Or Niko, can you play this guitar for me and sing these parts? Or my cousins, it was just, man, I was, for this to be what I believe I was born to do, God put me around the greatest cast of people to do.
It's so hard to let go, but so proud as parents. That's all we want, to guide them down that path and to see them achieve that path. And that's what I'm trying to do here at Father Friday, is to let folks know that you can bring up your children the right way, and they will definitely follow the path. How you feeling, man?
Good, excited.
But you're excited to leave us. Oh no! My last bit of advice, which I don't have any. We've already done it all. We built that foundation now for over a decade. I know you're doing the right thing. I know you have you've listened to us, but you've also had your own voice, and I know that we can go home and leave you here. Obviously we're gonna still be together, but we're just so proud, Jack. So proud.
I love you.